Okay, this is a video for a 2007 Chevy Avalanche, malfunctioning camera. I couldn't find a lot on YouTube, diagnostics, so I picked up a couple things, so I'll show you that all in one video. I'll also show you how to take off the tailgate cap or the spoiler as well, which I couldn't find either. So first thing you're going to do is lock up the truck because you're putting it in reverse. Also, put the parking brake on, and I'll show you the screen. Now it's the typical black screen with the writing on the top. I'm not sure if you can see it very well. This turn to see off screen people and traffic. Black screen, and that's what we get. I'll show you where the module is. This system's basically set up with three main components. You've got the main screen and the unit on the stereo there that I showed you before. Then under the passenger seat, if you zoom the passenger seat right up to the front, you can see that there's a module here. Now it's the one, it's got this shielding tape on it. You follow that around and the clip is in the front. I think there's only 3 bolts if you want to take this out. But just check all the wiring, make sure nothing's broken, clips in properly. Apparently they get pretty crappy with, you know, salt from people's feet and stuff. Mine seem to be okay. So, take you back here. I'll show you what you need to do this. You're going to need either a scope or something with, it's got sort of like a VCR connector. Mine doesn't work, so I can't use it. I had to use a camera. My camera had the same, it's got the same type of connector on it, so that's what I used and it worked well. You're going to need a meter, 2-sided tape, cordless drill. You're going to need some rust protectant, liquid wrench, acetone, liquid grease, and a Gooby Gone or some kind of varnish remover or something to get a 2-sided tape loose, and some Varsol. And as first tools, you're going to need some scrapers. This is just a piece of plexiglass, and it's kind of milled to a sharp edge. You can use just your basic scraper, but nothing metal. It's got to be plastic. I've got a drywall compound blade that I use because it's nice and thin. Typical wrench, ratchet, sorry, and twist ties, some good pliers. These are awesome. I use these all the time, but you might not have those. You could probably just use regular needle nose. You're going to need some flashlights, dielectric grease, maybe a mirror or two, and definitely get this, your magnet, because you're going to drop shit. Okay, so first off, we're going to check, we got to get this plate off here. Mine's already off, but I'll just take the one bolt out. The Torx 30 bolt, just pull those all out, and basically this whole plate will come off. That exposes the connections to your camera. Now you're going to undo this, you push this little tab back here and pull that off. You're also going to want to get this out. Now, I don't know if you can see it. Under here there's a little tab. So you pull the front down and then push it towards the front like that. That gets that loose so you can get some from checking. Now I'll show you in a minute, there's a couple of these things that hold the clips down under the truck. They're a bitch to get at, so I'll just show you where they are. Now, we're going to check from the back first, because if you got it here, there's no sense checking everywhere else front. If it's nothing here, then you got to move up or start at the beginning, either or. So here's the wires that are on that connector. Orange, 6-volt power. Tan with a black tracer is your ground. White is your video feed, and gray is your video ground. While I'm on this page, the camera I found that I needed was that number, 15862575, and the module, this is correct because I got the numbers off mine, is 10371724. I wanted a video to try to find diagnostics because those parts are crazy expensive. Like the camera here in Canada is $600 at the dealer, which is, you know, that's just crazy. $30 camera. So what we can check, first thing to check is, got a couple lines. Make sure you have the plastic connectors on it. Now we're going to go to the power, which is the first one. Make sure the plastic's right down. Then you're going to go to the tan colored with the black tracer. So the white, which is power, goes to the red. Black to black, that's your ground. And you're going to turn on the meter DC volts. And then go to the front, turn the truck. Okay, so your key is on. You've got in reverse, and then we get 6.08 volts. Now that tells me two things. One, that I got power back here, to almost to the camera, and I have ground as well. So both are good here as far as that test goes. So turn your truck off. Now, make sure you turn the truck off while you're moving your leads around. Now we're going to do the same sort of test, but we're going to go white to white. That's your video feed. Black on the gray. Now I can't show you because my camera is on, but what you're gonna, I'll show you how I hooked it up. So you put your ground, make sure that you're not touching the two together. Now this is your video feed, the white. You hook it up like that, turn your camera on or your scope, and put your truck in reverse and see if the camera works. If it does, that means you have proper connection, modules working, everything's good up to this point. If not, I'll show you where the connector is underneath the truck here. Now these are tied up here. Now I'm at the driver's side back, right by the bumper. Now again, you can see that shielding there. Protects the video feed. Now that tells you where, you can see what 4 wires, these ones here. Now they're different colors than on the other side of this clip.